Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode.
Hey,
Sorry
hey.
for the lateness. We are on we're on an all new setup over here, so y'all have to let us know. We're officially over on Ecamm Live. Clap it
Yeah, you
up.
guys.
Oh, look, I have an applause. Dang. Wow. Okay.
I like it. I
Wow.
like it already.
All right. What's going on? What's going on, Dots? Let's see. What's going on, Rob Taylor? Actually, can I make your guys' comments pop up? Yes. Let's
Maybe you
go.
can.
Check it out. I already
Okay,
can do that.
Okay, I can't see it, but that's okay. I can see. I usually have it on my iPad. Matt Z, Twin Cities Oxygen. What is up?
Look at this. I can
Check.
move it too. Check it out. Check me moving
No.
it, Autumn, on the
Oh yeah, you
stream.
can put it on
I can like
there.
move
That's
it like
so
full
cool. I love
time.
that.
Look at this.
Okay, that is so cool. So I could see it when it comes out on stream, but I can't see
Yeah.
it when you like on the actual screen. That's odd.
Awesome. Okay. That's awesome.
Really weird.
Oh, awesome. Okay. We've got a new setup. It's Synth Happy Hour. It's Geared Talk Happy Hour. So whatever you guys want to talk about. Before we get started though, shout out to Autumn having a couple brand new videos up since we've last streamed. Violent applause again,
Yes.
maybe. Let's see.
Thank you.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you. Yeah, that little track was inspired by Baby G. So I'm definitely going to put it out at some point. It's just like a happy little tune if you haven't checked it out. It's just like a little snippet of it on my Instagram and my YouTube. So
Yes,
feel free to check it out.
yes. Super excited for that. Matsy says, wow, video quality looks way clearer. What do you think? Does it look way clearer too, Autumn? It's
I
looking
think,
better?
I think it does. I wonder what it is. I don't know if it's, you think it's the Ecamm? Like,
I think
because I
it's
know
Ecamm.
it's Ecamm, right? Because the other platform hinders your quality if you're not paying a certain amount.
Exactly. We've got the ultimate plan. So thanks, Matsy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, what's up, Chair to the Living? Shout out to Chair to the Living for this super chat. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, Trader to the Living. What?
Let's
Jeez.
go. Let's go. What's going on, Akai 6? Oh God, hold on.
Okay, so
I need to make this. I need to make this bigger. Alkali 6. Jeez. Sorry. What's going on? What's going on? This is so much better. I'm so happy that this worked.
I really enjoy this. I will want to eventually see what you're seeing on the stream because right now I cannot until I'm seeing it like when everybody else is seeing it.
We'll get the Ecamm. Like it's like a program. Sorry, everybody.
Oh,
I know
really?
we're talking about this, but yeah, I'm just using an app. Like I'm not even on the web.
Oh, okay. Sorry. But yeah, we'll talk about that later.
It's awesome. Thanks, Catherine. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? And yeah,
Matt Z bought an Ableton Move.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Goodness. All right, let me find the
That's
boo.
Amazing.
Here we
No,
go.
dude. Okay. Dude, that's so awesome. How are you liking it? I honestly want a move so bad because I mean, yeah, you could just take it with you wherever you want. So congratulations to Matt Z. That is so freaking cool.
Oh man. Sorry if that was extremely loud, everybody. We're still working things out here. What's going on, Viral?
Good.
What's going on, Viral?
Yeah.
Let's see. What is Oh yeah. Put out a new video. Shout out Alkali saying for the love of monosynths was a great fit. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Woo!
Let's see. Let's turn this down before I press it. No?
Oh, I'm so glad you turned that down. that would have been RIP to everybody's ears. So I think everybody thanks you for turning that down.
Yeah, okay. Church of Living, I'm at the pub, so can't fully tune in, but we'll catch up tomorrow. Well, we love you for joining us while at the pub.
Yeah, for joining us and for supporting the channel.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The soundboard is Just extremely loud makes it funny. I can't. I'll
I told
fix
you it
it.
was loud.
We'll fix it, everybody.
This is a new software that we're using, you guys. It seems like every week we have a new thing.
Yeah,
This
but you
is
know
just
what?
the
That's
latest new
we're
thing.
getting back into it, family. You know, we've been gone. Autumn doing more stuff gives me more enthusiasm to do more stuff, so that
I'm
makes things
excited.
better.
And like it's so cool because I don't know, you guys, when when you get that like that itch, I don't even call it an itch, but when you just get that urge to start getting back into it and it's like lasting, like that's kind of I'm on a wave right now of just like wanting to make music. I'm like doing scales on a guitar right now. Like I don't know, I'm just in it right now. It's fun. It's fun again.
I love it. I'm uh, I'm hoping that we get a full video from Autumn soon, or we get music, one or the other. But you know, when she's ready.
It'll happen.
So get started with the happy hour. Everything is. That's a good level for air horn. What's up, analog weapon? So first up, I don't know why it's so extremely hot in here, but I'm sweating. It's very hot in a lot of places. But
Right.
what is new, guys? Tell me. Someone put something in the chat, and let's talk about it. Super Booth has been over for a little bit, so all of the rollouts are done. I can admit that I am slightly disappointed that there was no new sequential synthesizer. Really wondering what's going on over there. So yeah, I'm just yeah. Twin
Ooh,
Cities Oxygen. I love monosynths.
Alkali says we are about to drop a 2000s hip hop song with I for whatever. Okay, before I
Seriously.
read that whole comment, I thought you were gonna drop a 2000. I forgot that we're still talking about the horn. That's funny.
Barbie says, thanks again for hanging out and supporting the channel. It really means a lot. Oh yeah, absolutely, Viral. You're going hard right now, man. Just I I think you know what the funny thing about Viral Beats channel is you know, I feel like me and Viral Beats channel are very much similar in like we want to just have fun. But then when
Right.
Viral Beats puts together like really well done like videos, they're some of my favorite
Hmm.
videos. And they don't get the views that I think that they should, and so that's just an algorithm thing. But
Right.
there's
And
a lot of similarities there.
that's always cool though. Just at least knowing viral that you have people that appreciate your craft because um when you don't get a lot of views in a video, like obviously I've had that, we've all had that. It's just like there's this like weird feeling of like, I don't know. There's like a frustration, but some of my favorite videos that I've made like don't get a lot of views. I don't know. It's weird. Like if it's just like a music thing, it doesn't get a lot of views.
Yeah, I think that I'm like YouTube has changed. I hate to talk about YouTube because not everybody here is like a YouTuber, but YouTube has a lot of stuff that we like in terms of content creators and stuff. But like I really have been watching a lot of YouTube versus posting,
Mhm.
and I can tell that YouTube is very much like changing right now. The things that they're
Yes, it
pushing are
is.
shorts. Like Autumn, you probably admit your short
Yeah.
did quite well. On YouTube for being gone for so long. So there's something there that's pushing shorts.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think it's just that culture that we're in right now where people are just consuming that's a stuff that people are consuming because it's that dopamine hit. You know, it's what people are used to.
Yeah.
They're used to that kind of like scrolling. That's just the culture that we're in right now.
Yeah, I think they're using shorts to get people into long form content, which is the exact
Mhm.
opposite way of which they were doing things. But now, when
Right.
I go onto my TV and I watch YouTube, shorts are at the very top of your subscription feed. So, you
Mhm.
know, I may go into more shorts, but just because, I'm trying to get back into it and I want to make sure I do my YouTube thing well. So, let's see. Matt Z says, I was just disappointed with Super Booth overall. Polly and Mess was really the highlight for me. You know, I think my feeling was like the smaller companies were doing the things that were interesting, but they'll never get the traction that the big companies, and then the big companies were doing everything that seemed safe. So
Hmm.
I think it's just like every other industry right now where you don't make a movie for like the artistic, like, I'll just call it
Yeah.
the artistic integrity. You're thinking already before you make the movie how many people are going to buy tickets so that we can make another movie 2 years from now. And I think that's where the For the Love of Monosynth video really came from, was where I just was like, Moog, you did the most Mogi thing, and at this point, like, it's not there's not enough difference there. Like, who are you're only selling to someone who's just getting into probably monosynths. And when I looked at the video views, I could tell the video views were way down for a brand new Moog synthesizer. So I think people are kind of moving away from just being super gear focused when it's not like actually like unique, like, to be honest.
True.
And obviously the video was kind of a joke, by the way. The video was supposed to be a joke. Obviously in 1970 dinosaurs didn't roam the planet, but that was the joke. Okay.
I need to watch this video. Oh my gosh.
It was
That
actually
sounds
fun
so
to
funny.
make. It was really fun to make. I think I'm going to
Oh,
try to do those more often. What's a fun
and
video?
those are the best, the ones that you have fun making. That's
Yeah.
oh man.
If Dot says
Okay.
Polyan sucks, but the mess actually has a coherent selling point, which is new for them. Yeah. Also, sorry for not putting the stream intro. I don't know how to do that yet, but
We're working on it, you guys.
yeah, working on that. Um, so yeah, what's something? Oh, Rob Taylor's getting that Hydrosynth Deluxe.
Nice, Rob Taylor.
Very nice, very
When are
nice.
you getting it? You'll have to keep
There it
us
is.
in the loop. Let us know when it arrives. So, okay, I'm trying to remember Super Booth. Is did they announce, I don't remember, did they announce the Novation, that new thing? It was like kind of like a soundboard looking kind of thing
Oh yeah, that
there.
what was it called? It's just like a control surface.
I forgot exactly what it was called, but I remember saying like I don't know if I would use that. Like I don't know. Okay, so because I'm back in the music making
He's
game,
back.
right? I'm like using my DAW and I'm like kind of like I do a little bit of mixing as I go. I can kind of see the use for it now because I was
Okay,
like, because when you're, I don't know how you do it, but I think everybody kind of mixes as they go, like at least like a little bit, right?
I think so. You're trying to
A little
get
bit.
you're trying to keep getting inspired as you're sort of like, you know you want it to sound good even though you're still putting things on top of it.
Exactly. So Matt Z says it's called the Launch Control Mark II. So at first I was like, I don't know about it. I don't know. And I think it's like $300. So I mean,
Okay.
there is that. So there's that. But as I was like working on my latest track, I was constantly kind of like moving, like the volume up and down on certain tracks, and then like panning things. And I kind of thought to myself, like, oh, it actually would be nice to, instead of me having to click on each track and going to the, individual like sounds and like panning things, it'd be
Hmm.
kind of cool if I could go, "Doot, doot, doot, doot." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. So there's that. I don't know if anyone has one yet, but says If Dot says, I bought a MIDI fighter twister like 2 days before the Launch Control Mark II came out. It's neat. But WMMV? Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Weezer Box says you're vibing right now.
I'm vibing. Yeah, I mean, okay. So yeah, so there's that because I just wanted to mention that because I know before I had talked about it and I was like, I don't know about that, but I'm officially saying I kind of changed my mind on that. I think actually would be, I think it actually would help my personal workflow. Could you kind of do it with other things? Yeah, like you could probably do it like everybody has like a MIDI keyboard, right? So you could probably map it to the knobs on a MIDI keyboard and you can do something similar, but having something dedicated to that actually sounds kind of sweet now that I am getting back into the music making game and I'm like, oh yeah, that might speed things up a little bit.
Now we know what YMMV means. I actually totally forgot. Thanks, if dots.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant. I was like, why MMV? I'm like,
uh,
I'm just gonna pretend I know, I guess. I don't know.
oh, thanks, Twin
Your
Cities
mileage
Oxygen.
may vary.
So we're gonna get everything worked out by next stream. I just found out, I think, how to put a video file in here. So I'm not gonna do it because it'll probably break everything. But
Maybe towards the end of the stream.
yeah, maybe end this stream with everyone's either favorite or least favorite song. So let's, this is obviously just a random stream as we always do, but what is like, I want to kind of make a schedule around the channels right now. I've been thinking about it, but I really want to try to post something every week on the main channel. I know that is
Mhm.
absolutely bizarre for me to say that,
Well,
but
how long does it take to like how long does it take to do a video on the main channel?
well,
Like
it
everything,
depends.
scripting, editing, like
I want to make it different all the time, right? Like obviously
mhm.
the channel keeps changing every time I decide to do something, but like I want to put emphasis on consistency. And so I'm thinking I want to do one video on the main channel every week on Tuesday mornings, and then I want to do on this second channel 2 videos a week. One will be like a music based, so like maybe back to like the midweek melody type thing, and then one like a into the layer. I did one before where I just like talk about something, and I think that would be doable outside of like the stream every week. So if you were going to do something, Autumn, what could you do?
Like realistically, in terms of being consistent,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really great question for everyone in the chat. If you could be consistent at one thing, whether it's weekly or bi-weekly, like what would that thing be? What would it look like? And how could you make it easy? How could you make it actually doable? I think for me, it would just be kind of what I did with the last video. Maybe not as much editing, but just like
Mm-hmm.
making a track. It's okay if it's not like 100% finished, but just doing like a little mini, like less than a minute video. I think
Okay.
that would be the most doable thing for me. I just have to be less fancy about the editing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, the quality
But
is
I
really
like
good.
being I don't know about you, but I like being fancy about editing sometimes. Like I don't know. And the weird thing about it, chat, is that sometimes I do really fancy editing things and it gets like okay, it gets views. And then sometimes I like don't care about the video. Not that I don't care about the video, but like I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna film this really quick. Like I'm not putting that much time into it. I'm just like, this is cool. I'm gonna film it, and then it gets tons of views. I'm like, sometimes it doesn't make sense. So make stuff that you want to make, regardless of like what you think it's gonna do. You know?
I think that's something I mean, I've known it, but now I'm really trying to do better about it is just like create and then like don't worry about anything at all. Just literally create. Oh my gosh. If Dots says, sorry, something after I read this, but if Dots says, I think Ricky Tinez has a really smart workflow. Basically, setting aside a day to spend a few hours making a compact creation. That's what I would do if I really wanted to be consistent. I mean,
I love
that's
that.
great. And Ricky's like, if there's one person who is consistent, like I know all the stuff going on in Ricky's like personal life in a sense, And for him to be as consistent as he is insane to me. I don't think he's missed a Saturday in like 4 years, 3 years, maybe. Like maybe he's missed like, I'll just say maybe he's missed a half a dozen Saturdays in 3 years. Ricky started, I remember, and he's like, "Oh, I remember, like I like your channel." That was like in 2020, NAM 2020. I think that's when we met,
Oh, that's
2019,
awesome.
2020. And Ricky had like
Nice.
1,000 subscribers, and now I think Ricky has like 150,000 subscribers. So he's well
Wow.
past me, and it's not. That's why I'm always like, consistency is more than. That's the hard part. I'm the worst.
It is. Yeah, consistency is the hard. It is the hard part, and it is like. But I think there's two things that are. I don't know which one's harder. Noir, which one do you think is harder? The consistency part or the getting good at actually editing a video to like, keep people's attention?
I think consistency is what everyone should do, because it's objectively a step, right? It's like
True.
you can go to the
It's a
gym and work out
different.
for 5 hours once a month, but that's not going to actually do anything, right? You've got to go to the
Yes,
gym like 2 hours twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're right.
that's the only
You're
way
right.
it's going to get you to something. So, um, you know, Weaselbox says, you guys, I still got to find Autumn's channel. You know, it's in the description. You know. Hillblock's View says, I guess it comes down to what's your end goal: more subscribers or more time doing what you love. And I think that is really a big question. There's so many people who I love when y'all make videos. Like I know Traditive Living was here, but he's not here right now. Traditive Living, when he just sits down and makes a video talking about stuff, I just think it's like a very down to earth, cool moment where it's totally different from what I do, and I like kind of get like relaxed having like if Traded to Living made a video every week, sitting there for like 15 minutes just talking about
Hmm.
something he's doing and maybe show a little bit of it, I would watch that because it like puts me in a good space. Like it's all about
Yeah,
feeling. It's
it's a
all about
vibe.
feeling. So
Vibe, man. Yeah.
I
And if
think
you can elicit that, yeah.
I was gonna say, Autumn. I think if I was gonna really, well, no, that's a lie because one of the videos I love the most has like the lowest views on my channel. But I think it's the same way as maybe like music and stuff. If you don't
Yeah.
feel something from the creation of it, how do you think the audience is gonna have a feeling
That's
from
so
it?
true. That's so true. I was actually so I was on TikTok and I came upon a video from Bad Snacks. If you haven't heard Bad Snacks,
Mhm.
please go check her out. She's amazing. And she was actually talking about this. She was saying that her label wants her to like, pump out more music. And she was saying, "Well, I want to
Mm.
make put out music that like it means something or, that like doesn't just want to be like a oopsie, just like a I don't know, she wanted to mean something, right? And I feel like that's a struggle with all of us with like wanting to be consistent with music, but also not wanting to do it in a way that feels like we're just robots, like puking tunes. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, Bad Snacks is so good. I know she has a show coming up in the summer, so I'll see her downtown when she has her show. Um, I feel like I don't really like reach out to like have like any of like my YouTube music people friends on. I'm like the worst at that. I've promised so many to that I would invite them to come on and then I don't. But anyway, Bad Snacks is awesome and I see her every time she's around. Oh, Autumn, I forgot to say, did I tell you that I went to the Jack White show? I think I said I was going
I
to.
saw. I
Oh yeah, yeah,
saw.
yeah.
I saw. I was like, "Oh my goodness." Like you literally breathed his air not too long ago and
So
did you
good.
touch him?
So
Kind of?
good. So good.
Yeah, and then now you're seeing him. Like that's amazing. If he only knew.
So good.
He
I
only knew.
know he didn't know I was there, but yeah, Jack White
You can
at
post
the
the picture.
Palladium.
You can post the picture and trick him into thinking that he took a photo with you.
Yeah, I loved sort of that kind of like experience of us seeing him in person for no good
Oh
reason, and
yeah,
then he like had a show. I guess it just happened. So what,
that's
four
so
months
cool.
later.
Yeah, chat. For
Um,
those of you that missed it, we ran into Jack White while we were going to what was that restaurant called? Puesto?
Mercado,
No,
Puesto.
Puesto.
Okay,
Puesto. We were going to Puesto, and we ran into Jack White. Just like randomly, he was coming out of that restaurant, and Darty was like, "Oh, we love you. Can we take a picture with you?" And Noir took the picture.
I
Like,
know, and I'm the biggest Jack White fan, and I took
I
the photo.
know. Yeah, took the photo. Breathed his hair. I mean, air, and
Yeah,
his hair. I guess.
honestly, it was insane on him. I mean, I know people like a lot of people play guitar, but like Jack White literally played like guitar for like an hour and 30 or 45 minutes like straight. And like so he's
Wow.
soloing over every song. He's like
What? Oh
playing,
my god.
you know what I'm saying? Like he there's only one guitar player. Like it's him, a keyboardist, a drummer and a bassist. So it's like
Yeah.
only him having to like hold everything up for that long is so impressive.
That's
Um,
so freaking cool. Oh my gosh. I miss going to shows. I feel like you are so lucky. You are so close to all the cool shows.
I feel super, super lucky. Like Justice is playing tomorrow in Santa Barbara, and I'm so tempted to just buy a ticket and just drive up. Um,
Yeah.
man,
If Dot says being the camera person when you love the person
yeah.
is rough.
I'm like, oh my gosh, no one will know. Um, oh yeah,
I
He'll
know.
book you. If you got a label, the pressure's on, especially with today's TikTok culture. My generation was pay to play. Now it's create to make. Hey, great,
Oh my
great
god. Yeah.
point. Great
Yeah.
point. Oof, oof.
Yeah. That was a really great point. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Clap it up.
I'm gonna figure these things
That
out.
whoa. It's the whoa.
Where did these buy these sound effects from? Jeez. Um, that's actually a great point. I believe so. I watched a video just the other day by someone. Probably watched the video, so I'll just ask the chat because um, I forget his name, but he's like a classically trained pianist who does like a lot of synth stuff, and he's maybe so he wears glasses and he really likes
Hmm.
synth, and he made a video about being lazy. Someone put in the chat. I know someone watched this video.
Somebody
So,
has to know what you're talking about.
yeah. So I'll just explain it while you guys figure that out. He made a video basically about how he hates the culture of like selling to be like a
Oh,
musician and stuff, and he was basically saying like he's not trying to like be on he's not trying to twerk so that you listen to like his music or whatever. And I was like, yeah, Autumn and I have
amen.
had that conversation many, many, many times. But yes, Hillbox Bu, exactly what you said. I think everyone hated the pay to play thing, and now, yeah, it kind of is weird. You need to get attention before you're like deemed well and deemed qualified enough to be an artist. It's
Yep.
weird.
It's all
Um,
about attention. It really is all about attention. Um, and I mean, it makes sense, right? It's like the number one commodity these
hmm
days. But
Yeah.
like, you could never make music in your life, but you have a million subscribers and you put out a track, and naturally, obviously, you're gonna do numbers on that track. I don't know how long your artist career will last, but yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's a different time, and it's like it's good, and then it's like sometimes it's infuriating, but it's good because there's no gatekeepers. At least
Yeah.
that's the nice part.
But this is interesting. Oh, here we go. Thanks, guys. So it's James. Destructor said James, and I think it's Nathan Jameson. Nathan Jameson. or James
Oh,
Nathan.
I know who that. Wait, I think I know who that is.
Forget. I watched the video and I totally forgot the freaking name, but you guys know. It's one of those. Nathan Jameson or
Let's see.
James Nathanson.
Is it Jameson Nathan Jones?
Think so. Yeah, 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 yeah. He might have a video called like "You're a Lazy Musician." It might be the newest
He
video he
says,
put
"If
up.
you're talented but lazy, watch this video.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Subscribe."
exactly. How many views does that have?
It has 27,000 in one day.
Ooh, he did well on that one. Good job. Clap it
Yeah.
up. Good for that one. It's a really good video, and it does go through like basically like what not to do. Like
Hmm.
as a person who's trying to be an artist and not trying to be a twerker. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'm really curious to watch that video. Um,
yeah. What was I gonna say? There are no gatekeepers, right? But is the algorithm a gatekeeper? Because this is kind of weird to say. I'm gonna
what do you
say
think?
if you're not good to the algorithm's not going to be good to you. If you are not being who it wants you to be, like meaning you're not trying to make people stay on the platform, meaning like you're not like
Mm,
working to like increase watch time. It does
yeah,
gatekeep itself. Like I saw
I get you.
like Viral Beats video about Flight of the Navigator. I think is one of the most interesting videos about synthesizer within the context of a storytelling um like type video, a video I would have done myself if I could have done it. Right now maybe there could have been different things done, but the video, I think I watched it and it got up to like 200 views ever. You can maybe put it in the chat, Viral, how many views that video got. But that video to me, it pushed watch time. It pushed something interesting, which is like retrospective of an art piece, right? People do retrospective of movies all the time, right? It was very interesting.
Mhm.
So, in a way, the gatekeepers aren't people, they're the people who write how to maximize a
Good.
platform.
I completely understand you. So the gatekeeper now is like, if you don't edit the video in this way, or if you don't start off the video with this hook, or like
Hmm.
stuff like that. There's rules basically. So while there's no person, it's like people are making these rules that you kind of have to abide by so that you can get your reach, kind of.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Catherine says, I'm
Yeah, that makes
intensely
sense.
protective of my attention um, uh, off social media, basically minimal YouTube even, and I'm content to worry about being heard once I have something I really want to say. Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. I I think that's such a. I mean, listen, both are fine. You know, if you want to if you want to put out content, because I've been there where I've been putting out content because I'm like I want to grow. I'm trying to grow. You know, but I'm where you're at right now, Catherine, where I'm just like, I'm totally cool with being off social media, and I'll post
Mhm.
when I have something that I really want to post. I'm definitely there. Although I do kind of want to start posting more just because I've been more inspired, but I respect that, Catherine. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that was one of the big pushes that I hated about YouTube synth space things at a time. Maybe not so much anymore, but there was this time where I felt like there was so little like thoughtfulness surrounding like the idea of like the synth community in general, and it was really more like if one person says something, everyone has to say something. And it's not just the synth community, it's every community. It's like a new camera comes out, right? Okay, fine. 10 channels get the camera physically and talk about the camera. And then 100 channels make a video about the camera, but they don't have the camera. And then 50 channels make a reaction to the video, reacting
Hmm.
to the camera. And I'm just kind of like, I know that like everyone has an opinion and I know that's fine, but like there must be something else going on a Tuesday that could like be totally different. But because of the, you know, if I don't make it on the hot topic, it's not going to get views. So I care about the views. Like
Yeah. It's
I
a
don't know.
trending topic. It's kind of a like it's kind of have like having a new boss at that point,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Because even if you don't want to make like, and it depends what your goal is. If your goal is to grow on YouTube, or maybe your goal is just so you can, sell your, I don't know, sell your uh sample packs or your beats or your course or whatever. I don't know, you're gonna that's your motivation to make those types of videos. I would assume, because I don't know anyone who just, well, actually no, there probably is some people that just love making videos on trends, be fun for them, but I don't know. On every single trend?
This is interesting. Weaselbox says if you do 3 shorts a week and whatever main video, it keeps you in the algorithm. That's like, you know what's crazy?
Oh.
I agree, but like in a weird way, that's so like dangerous. Like I hate to, because like it just makes you like, dang. I hate to think about YouTube that way. That kind of kills me to think that if you put in, like, just do it. Like, just do three things a week to get the one thing back. But I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it in like more of a terrible way. Weaselbox, like maybe I could think of that in a positive way, but I think I'm finally learning the things that I need to do to be consistent, and it really has more to do with my setup and then also time management. And my setup was always changing, and so I
Mhm.
couldn't. But now we're good.
Cool. So your time management skills are getting better, eh?
You know, it was a mixture of getting the equipment like
Yeah.
set up permanently, like right now behind.
Oh my gosh,
Like I'm using an
yes.
entirely different setup, guys. Like literally, my setup is everything is different. But I now have like my permanent overhead camera back here on the desk, so there will be more stuff going on over there. The webcam is like permanently set up now. So was like the lighting, and then also like just trying different types of content. Like the last 2 videos I did, I think they're
Mhm.
probably like zero face cam at all, and I've been moving more into videos with like zero face cam, not because of any other reason than just, I mean, my face was in videos for so long,
Oh my
and I
gosh, yeah.
realized that there's, I don't know, it just goes to the whole thing of what I was saying about like, dang, everyone has to like talk about a thing that just came out, but they're doing it in the exact same way. Whereas it could be, there's so
Right.
many takes you could do to something, right? You could, I try to literally
Mhm.
make a funny video about like monosynths, right? And it maybe speaks to the Moog Messenger, but I'm trying to like, I just don't want to be another parrot of like, oh, this is a thing that sucks because it's expensive and because
I get you.
I don't know.
No, I totally understand that, because it's like, and we're not like knocking, or I'm not knocking anyone that, like, that's what they want to do, because it really is what fuels you. And if talking about the latest thing, that's what fuels you, that's awesome. I mean, if you're happy doing that, like, I respect that. If you're not happy doing that and you don't do it, I respect that. Like, you just got to find what is going to keep you feeling authentic, really.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
that's the most important thing. So whether you're doing the trending videos, if you feel authentic about it, cool, do it. If you don't, then cool, don't do it. That's
I think
yeah.
that that's a good
That's
point. Like the
mhm.
like videos only come out when I think you're either doing 2 things. You have to eat, meaning you just have to make videos because you have to put a roof over your head, or because you're like really like having fun. And in the last like year, I don't think I've made a lot of videos, but every video I made, it's totally
Mhm.
random and totally different, but it was so much fun. And I think Autumn's, more recent video, um, kind of just like shows that like if you're having fun, you'll put in the effort. You're getting something out
Oh,
of it.
yes. Heck
That
yeah,
has nothing to
totally.
do with the views.
No, totally.
Also, I
And
think
by the way,
people are
like,
looking for musicians. Autumn. I
yes.
think that YouTube is kind of changing. I was watching you know what's her name? Emily Harp Harp Harp
I know who you're
Harp
talking about.
Harp Lady. Okay. I was watching
Harp
Harp
Lady, yeah.
Lady,
Yeah.
and she did such a good job of making a short recently where she is showing off a pedal, but she's also like making music. And
I
I
love that
think
combo.
kind of the editing was like really tight and very good. And you know, we talked about how it's very hard to sort of do a product, but also stay true to being like an artist with, you know, music. I really think people are kind of getting a little bit
Figuring it
more
out.
fatigued, right? With,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
buy this, right? People want
Mhm.
to like see that there is a musician behind it. I think that's just the tide is kind of turning, and the people who are like musicians who are doing something other than sort of shoveling the new thing are going to be like doing better. Whereas I don't think that's how it was before. I think especially coming out of the pandemic era and during that time, people just were trying to like get back to like they weren't out, so they weren't trying to enjoy music. They just wanted to get stuff. And now I think it's really
Mhm.
changing back. And based on like views from companies and stuff, I can see it feels like that. It feels like people want something. They want an experience again.
Yeah. No, I love that. Like, yeah, they want an experience. They want to know that whatever they're gonna get, like, it's actually gonna make them feel something. It's actually gonna make them, I don't know, like, I don't know. That's like the perfect way to describe it because, uh, funny enough, there's like I think Tatro made this. He made a short not so long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he showcasing like a what was he showcasing? It was like this little MIDI keyboard that
Mm-hmm.
I believe was called, like, Monkey something or
Yeah,
s
yeah, I saw that.
you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, he was, like, playing it, and I'm just like, "Oh, man," like, I just, like, want that. It's so cute. It's like, I don't know, I connected to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't just like, "Oh, buy this, like, look at this, da, da, da," like, he, like I love that he just incorporates, like, actual music into his stuff, but yeah, I agree with you. If you can make the viewer feel something, not just showcase the product, but like actually make a track, I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's the way to go.
Yeah, Weaselbox says, I mean, if you vibe, we vibe, right? Yeah, I think if you look at the people who are getting pushed up more, they're doing the best job of blending the technology right behind things, which is everything, which is instruments, right? Pedals and effects and keyboards and things. But like
Mhm.
they're putting their creativity first, and I would say people like John Makes Beats. John Makes Beats has really grown a ton, but not necessarily off the back of stuff. Yes, he you know, for better or worse, he shills gear, right? Sure, there's videos like that, but I just think I think that's where people are being more attracted to. People love. I hate to say this, but like I have two different audiences, and sometimes I hate certain audience for certain reasons. But like when people write me about music stuff, right? Oh, I listened to your song with my kid, or I listen blah blah. Like those people are super nice, and the fan base
Mhm.
for music is so much bigger than the fan base of music tech, like of like enthusiasts. That's tiny. So you have the ability to truly be like capturing more people's attention by actually being a musician, and people like music. Like that's just a thing. Like people, my mom, guess what? My mom and my sister and my niece, right? Three totally different levels of people. Maybe maybe my mom thinks music tech is cool, but whatever. Who cares, right? But you know what all three of them love? music, and they'll never stop loving music. So you can blend those things so that people feel authentically that you're giving them a feeling, which music does, and I don't believe that things do. And I just can feel that. I can feel that like coming back. But for the same reason, what Hillblock's View said earlier, that's the problem with, I believe, like the whole like landscape of like getting attention to then get whatever. If I don't make videos on YouTube, I know it sounds crazy. If I don't make videos on YouTube, no company ever reaches out and is like, ooh, we'd really like you to make music for a thing. They never reach out. But as soon as I start getting views again, they're like, ooh, maybe this guy can like do something. So they don't even like necessarily music. They like selling.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like it's their job. They have their like KPIs. I totally understand what you're saying. It's like, yeah, they gotta. It's a different. They have a different goal, right?
Yeah.
It would be so cool. You know how cool it would be if okay, I know PewDiePie did this. I know it's PewDiePie that did this, but like so okay, if a company did what PewDiePie did and he like PewDiePie went on like I think he was like sponsored by like D Live I think at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He went on a bunch of people's streams and started like donating money to like all these like smaller streamers.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be so cool if a music company was like, all right, you guys, we're gonna look for, and maybe they did it like YouTube kind of like streaming style. Like we're gonna look for like some really talented or just people that are really having fun with their music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how many followers they have. Like let's just check some people out. Like how cool would that be if like a music company did that and they were just like, okay, like they hopped onto their live stream. You know, like you have like 2 viewers on your Twitch stream, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, Ableton or like Arturia comes on, and they're like rooting you on, and they're like, "Hey, dude, like, we want to send you a synth or whatever." Like, how cool would that be? Like that, I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah, it would be cool, but unfortunately, all I shouldn't say all, because there are very cool companies who do stuff that feel connected, right? I always will support Hologram as a company because not because they are not because I've gotten things from them, but because of how they worked behind the scenes and how great their products are. When Hologram reached out and were like, "Hey, could you like do something with a thing?" I literally told them no. I said, "You can send it to me and I'll like see if I like it," but they weren't trying to sell. And when you look at them as a company, they're much more tapped into what like actually I think musicians want, which is like they want their products to always like get better and to kind of grow with them for the cost of nothing, right? For the cost of sort of being like a loyal customer. And
Right.
Hologram puts out like well produced videos consistently about one product, right? They don't seem like they're selling you constantly. They're like up. They're like up. They're like up. They're like up. Like up.
Oh my god. The stream is messed up. Sorry about that. We will be back.